you and your wife Heidi have famously done, you guys have done a lot of shows together. Aside from The Hills, you've been on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Celebrity Big Brother. What was her reaction to you doing Got to Get Out? And did any part of her want to do it with you since you guys have already done so many shows together?
We've always done all those shows together pre her being a mom, so I don't think she would have left the kids for that many days, even if they wanted it. So I don't think whereas I can leave them, and it was a lovely vacation. Uh, but yeah, she wanted me to win the $1 million, but then when I FaceTimed her like a few ep 5 nights in and I hadn't slept, she was like, "You should come home. Like, this is not worth your health." Like, and I'm like, "No, I'm gonna win the money.
You're like, I got this.
I got this." She's like, "Just come home." She's like, "You're scaring me. You should sleep."
Aw. Well, I love, and I see you're wearing it now. I was gonna say, I love that you wore her merch for like 99% of the show. I think Simu even referred to you as the president of the Heidi Montag fan club at some point. Do you always travel around with a suitcase of her merch?
Oh, absolutely. That's pretty much my only wardrobe. And the only reason I had anything different in the house, which now looking back, I'm so upset, is I thought you had to like sneak out in the night and like need like these outfits. Like I should have never not worn a Heidi shirt. And they said day one, and I never believed them. And now looking back, it's obviously how they had the show designed that you should, if done right, you should be able to walk out the front door and walk to the car. So I should have kept that mindset when I was packing and just been like, I got my sunglasses, my Heidi shirt and shorts, but instead I'm dressed in these outfits thinking I'm going to be crawling through bushes, and it's it's so stupid that I fell for that.
It seemed like your reputation preceded you a bit with some of them because Steve called you a reality TV villain. Omarosa called you the diabolical Spencer Pratt, which when I talked to her before, she said she thought that you would love that definition of yourself. What is your response to those?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad anybody knows who I am. Like there was other people in the house were like, they were like, I thought he was a child star, so I'd rather be known as like a diabolical villain than like I think he's a child star.
Well, you were involved in a few different exit strategies, all of which unfortunately failed. Looking back, is there one failed plan that you're still kicking yourself over, and is there
Oh,
would have done
every day, I think about any other human on earth besides Rashad, I don't believe would have stood on those pillows for 3 hours with his eye in the little crack. And then also, I think, why did they leave that little crack when they were painting up the windows? Like, was that intentional or was that just some PA not covering every bit, like rushing their job? So, or did they want a little crack, or did they just think nobody would ever stand on three pillows? Because if he hadn't stood on those three pillows and been as fast as an NFL running back would have fallen down the stairs and still hit the button, I would have got, I think, $195,000 or something. So, yes, I think about that every day.
You guys were so close with that one. I was so rooting for you too. I was like, oh, they're gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it.
I don't know what I could have done different. I think I shouldn't have put myself in jail, but part of me going into jail was like good distractor because then nobody wanted to hit the button because they didn't want to go to jail. But I think I just mistimed jail. It should have been timed better where I went over to Rashad and been like, "You want a cookie? Look at this." But I don't think he would have taken his face off the window. Like,
In the end, everyone split about $43,000. How did you feel about that outcome, and how did you choose to spend your winnings?
I feel like my winnings went to taxes, an agent, a manager, and a lawyer. So maybe I had lunch at Don Antonio's.